Now, the resume, which is a subject of controversy at the Spectrum Management Authority, belonged to Carolyn Warren. Mrs. Warren, the now former managing director of NASOL, left that job earlier this week in the wake of revelations that she was convicted for a drug offense. Now she's calling for the government to give ex-convicts a chance to work in the public sector. TVJ's Giovanni Dennis has that primetime news story.
Sustained every day was just too much for both me and the company.
Carolyn Warren on why she resigned as managing director of the state-run National Energy Solutions Limited, NESOL. She also said public service rules bar her from working with a criminal conviction, a rule she maintains she did not know existed. Mrs. Warren was convicted on a drug charge in 1995. Opposition spokesman on energy Philip Paulwell brought her conviction to public attention in a release on July 12. But speaking today, Mrs. Warren argued that the government should revisit its policy on employing persons with past convictions.
If somebody can prove that they have been law-abiding, they should be given a fair chance. For employment, I think a person should be asked to give their police information for 15 to 20 years. There has to be a point where you are forgiven, and I think 20 years or 15 years should be that.
Pointing to attorney at law Isaac Buchanan, who also has a drug conviction but has been allowed to practice, Mrs. Warren insisted it is hypocritical that private sector entities be required to consider persons with convictions for employment, but such persons are not allowed to work in the public service. In the meantime, Mrs. Warren says she is willing to answer questions about her NESOL stewardship at Parliament's Public Administration and Appropriations Committee.
Everything that I did at NESOL, I did within the guidelines that I knew at NESOL, and I've achieved a lot since I've been at NESOL. So I'm willing to answer any question.
She was speaking on Power 106 FM's Morning Agenda earlier today. Giovanni Dennis, TVJ News.